What we're looking at is the shock absorber on the driver's side. And as you can see, the bolt is no longer center in the bottom of the shock absorber mount. I'm going to let you look at the other side so you can see what one that's in the correct position looks like. And see the difference? See how it's more in the center of the hole? The rubber is still good all the way around, or at least appears pretty good. Going back to the bad side, you can see right here that the rubber is kind of chewed up and the bolt is really sitting at the top of the hole, not spaced correctly. So, the first step here is to get the truck jacked up. Well, before I jack my truck up, I like to loosen the lugs a little bit. Let me just take off this cover here. Use your foot, not your arms. And we have the new shock absorbers. Now the trick is getting these onto here. Like I said, step one was to go and get the truck all jacked up. Because I've never done this before, I'm using this manual for a 2003 Toyota, and I'm pretty much going to try to follow the instructions as best I can step by step. Okay. It appears to be a 3/4 inch nut. Alright, so I'm taking the top 3 nuts out like they say. Alright, this nut has been removed. These are the 3 cap nuts that I am taking off that hold the top end of the shock absorber in place. They say don't touch this nut because that's under pressure. That came out so quick, it bashed my hand. Ow, ow, oh. And here we have the shock absorber coil assembly. And yes, I'm going to show you up close. This little grommet thing is shot. You can see how the rubber's all broken away here. It's no good. Alright, my next step is to figure out the spring compressor setup. Ow. Ooh. I mashed myself. My thumb is going to be black and blue tomorrow. Okay, it's taken me a little fooling, but I've attached the spring compressor. It's a 2-piece setup to the sides, and I'm going to see if I can't compress the spring so I can change the shock. It leaves just enough sticking out. Alright, I finally figured it out. Okay, now let's see if I can reassemble it with the spring. I'm guessing it's supposed to orient like that because it looks like that's what it wants to do. Now, retainer, support cushion, cushion, and a cap. I'm supposed to have a torque wrench for this, but I don't have one. Well, if I've done this correctly, I should now be able to loosen off on the spring tighteners. Cool. A washer. All right, let me do the nuts at the top. Well, there you have it. I have now changed out a shock absorber on a 2003 Tundra. I'll let you get a last good look at it. And of course, I will be doing the other side this afternoon after lunch. There it is. Good as gold. Well, I finished changing out the shocks, and as you can see, the old ones that came out were totally destroyed. The center grommet had literally ripped free from the shock absorber, and if you look real close, you can see where the metal was rubbing on the frame bracket of the pickup truck, which I haven't done anything about it. Anyways, if I was going to do the job